Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Nick Aldis will take charge of WWE Raw tonight since Pearce is on vacation, but with Night of Champions just weeks away, Aldis could be forced to step in and make some vital decisions for the show. There's a chance that Goldberg could make his long overdue return on WWE Raw at some point in the next few weeks to set up a match with Gunther. But if that is tonight, then Aldis could make the match official for Night of Champions. Pearce has a plan for the show, and rumors suggest that Goldberg's retirement match could happen at Saturday night's main event on July 12th. The show is set to be in Atlanta and would allow Goldberg to bow out in front of his hometown. But Aldis could ruin this plan by rescheduling the bout. This might increase the tension between the two general managers, potentially leading to a heated argument or a feud between them. Gunther recently won back his World Heavyweight Championship, and with Night of Champions only 2 weeks away, it is likely that Goldberg's return could happen before the trip to Saudi Arabia. Pearce and Nick Aldis are technically considered rivals on opposite WWE brands. In the past, the two men have shown that there could be a feud there if needed, but nothing physical has ever followed through. Aldis could definitely cause some problems if he were to make any matches official or make any changes that were not approved by Pearce first. There's also the fact that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed invaded WWE. SmackDown and LA Knight invaded last week's Raw. Knight is expected to invade RAW again tonight to interfere in the King of the Ring tournament, which could lead to Aldis not handing out a worthy punishment. Pearce should have also punished Breaker and Red, but Aldis could handle that himself if he finds the two men at Raw. The world of WWE is no stranger to backstage tension bleeding into the spotlight, but Monday Night Raw could soon be rocked by a dramatic shift in power dynamics, as SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis is reportedly set to appear on the Red brand with a major announcement. With tensions already simmering between Aldis and Raw's top authority figure, Pearce, speculation is growing that this unexpected appearance could spark a brand war unlike anything fans have seen since the last true Survivor Series-style battle for supremacy. While the nature of Aldis' announcement has been tightly kept under wraps, there are whispers that it could directly impact the roster, the championships, or even the upcoming WWE draft. But more intriguingly, many are wondering if Aldis' surprise Raw cameo is part of a larger swerve orchestrated not just to shock the WWE universe, but to strategically undermine Pearce's authority on live television. Could this move be a power play from Aldis, or is someone else pulling the strings from the shadows? Nick Aldis has spent the past year establishing himself as a formidable figure on WWE SmackDown with his cool composure, sharp business sense, and no-nonsense leadership. He has earned respect from superstars and fans alike. However, Aldis has also displayed an uncanny knack for getting what he wants even when it means stepping on a few toes. Pearce, who has weathered controversy after controversy as Raw's authority figure, has largely played the role of the neutral, fair administrator. But recent months have shown Pearce to be increasingly tested by the chaos of his roster and the demands of both fans and WWE higher-ups. If Aldis does appear on Raw with a seismic announcement, it could be the catalyst that drives Pearce past his boiling point. Insiders have pointed to several clues that a collision between Aldis and Pearce was inevitable. During the build-up to the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, both general managers were shown scouting talent from the opposite brand, occasionally stepping on each other's turf. When Pearce made a backstage appearance at SmackDown in April, Aldis subtly mocked his decision-making, leading to whispers of a professional rivalry. The tension reportedly extended beyond kayfabe, with sources claiming that WWE officials are leaning into their real-life competitive chemistry to fuel an upcoming storyline that could culminate in a massive interbrand match or feud. Some even believe that Triple H has personally greenlit a long-form narrative pitting Aldis and Pearce against each other in a battle that could alter WWE's brand structure permanently. So what exactly could this announcement be? Some believe Aldis is planning to poach a major Raw superstar, perhaps someone disgruntled with Pearce's leadership or overlooked in recent title opportunities. Names like Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, or even a returning Randy Orton have been thrown around, but nothing is confirmed. If Aldis does intend to recruit a major name, it wouldn't be the first time SmackDown has made an aggressive move to bolster its roster. Just last month, Aldis quietly signed a rising NXT talent before Pearce could even begin contract negotiations. That move angered some backstage officials, and if Aldis repeats that tactic on Raw, the reaction from Pearce could be explosive. Another theory suggests Aldis might be bringing a new championship title to SmackDown and is set to debut it on Raw to steal the spotlight. That would be a bold move, perhaps linked to the ongoing discussions about brand-exclusive titles and how they're defended. If Aldis were to unveil a SmackDown-exclusive Intercontinental Tag Team Championship or a women's television title, it would not only overshadow Raw's current champions, but also potentially throw existing divisions into chaos. Pearce, known for trying to keep things orderly, would not likely take kindly to such a development, especially on his home turf. However, there's also a more sinister possibility that Aldis is not acting on his own, but is part of a wider conspiracy orchestrated by other powerful figures in WWE, with Triple H slowly reshaping the creative direction and rumors swirling that Vince McMahon may still be influencing things from afar. Could Aldis be executing a plan designed to force Pearce out? That kind of power grab would fit WWE's rich history of corporate warfare, reminiscent of the days of Eric Bischoff, Paul Heyman, and even Shane McMahon's infamous return. Aldis is calm, calculated, and driven, three traits that make him the perfect candidate for a long-term mastermind role. If he is planning a coup, Monday's Raw could be the first chapter in a months-long struggle for control over WWE's future. Further complicating matters is the wildcard element. What if Aldis' announcement is a red herring meant to distract Pearce from a far greater threat? With several high-profile superstars returning from injury or rumored to be switching brands, Aldis may be the perfect misdirection. Perhaps his real purpose on Raw is to align with a rebellious group of superstars, launching a faction war that spills over into both shows. Factions like the Judgment Day, the Hurt Syndicate, or even a new alliance led by a surprise return. You think someone like Bray Wyatt's spiritual successor or an NXT call-up could use Aldis' presence as the spark they need to attack Pearce's regime from the inside. Some fans are even pointing to subtle Easter eggs in recent shows that suggest Aldis has already been meeting with certain Raw superstars in secret. Backstage vignettes featuring cryptic messages, locker room tensions, and even offhanded remarks during commentary may be building to this very moment. WWE's camera work and narrative layering has become increasingly cinematic under Triple H's leadership. And this feud between Aldis and Pearce could be the beginning of an ambitious cross-brand storyline with major implications. Heading into SummerSlam, there's also the question of trust. Aldis has cultivated an image of integrity, but in WWE, that image can be shattered in seconds. If he betrays Pearce on live television, perhaps revealing a forged contract, ambushing a top Raw name, or even orchestrating a backstage attack, his heel turn would be cemented, and Pearce would be left scrambling to regain control. That kind of swerve would not only shock viewers, but also create a wave of storylines involving Raw's locker room questioning their loyalty. Alliances shifting, and Pearce potentially calling in reinforcements from NXT or even the WWE Legends roster. From a business perspective, the feud between Aldis and Pearce could also serve WWE's broader goal of making general managers active characters again, not just facilitators of matches, with Triple H favoring story-driven content and long-term payoffs. Fans could see a slow-burning rivalry where Aldis continues to needle Pearce week after week, sabotaging his plans until Pearce has no choice but to strike back, whether that culminates in a Survivor Series showdown, a joint PPV match, or even a dramatic loser leaves WWE stipulation. The possibilities are wide open. Of course, all of this assumes Aldis is playing the antagonist. But what if the swerve is on? US. What if Pearce is the one who's about to turn heel? There have been moments where Pearce's frustration with the roster, his strained decisions regarding championship contenders, and his increasingly isolated position backstage have hinted at a possible shift in character. If Pearce were to attack Aldis on Raw, accusing him of overstepping boundaries, the narrative could flip entirely. Suddenly, Aldis becomes the voice of reason, and Pearce spirals into a desperate authority figure clinging to power. That twist would upend expectations and create rich storytelling opportunities, especially if Pearce starts recruiting Raw superstars into a corrupt inner circle. This kind of long-term, authority-driven feud would be a breath of fresh air in WWE programming. With so much focus currently on championship gold, bloodline fallout, and individual superstar arcs, an old-school power struggle between two respected leaders could inject drama into both Raw and SmackDown. It would also give underutilized talent a stage to shine by choosing sides, taking action, and potentially rising up the ranks amid the chaos. Superstars like Chad Gable, LA Knight, or Bronson Reed could become key players in this feud, representing the new wave of locker room influence. Ultimately, whatever Nick Aldis has planned for Raw, one thing is clear: WWE is preparing to shake things up. Whether this leads to a brand-wide civil war, the return of inter-brand titles, or simply a highly personal grudge between two of WWE's most powerful figures, fans should buckle up for an unpredictable ride. As Aldis steps into enemy territory, with a message that could disrupt the entire WWE landscape, the only question left is, how will Adam Pearce respond? And perhaps more importantly, is this confrontation exactly what someone higher up wants all along? The swerve might not be between Aldis and Pearce. The swerve might be on all of us. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.